happening, everybody? I am back again for the third game of the night. The Warriors versus the Rockets. You know, this should be a good game. It was a good game on Sunday. So, yeah, so back for game 2, Western Conference. Warriors Rockets. So sit back and enjoy, y'all. Let's see who pulls this off, y'all. Let's make it happen.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the center. And for Houston, Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
So the Rockets win the tip. Thompson outside. Brooks outside. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Curry passes to Green. Now here's Podziemski. Rebounded by Green. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. I asked him specifically about Stephen Curry and what his defensive game plan is for him, and he told me, I just talked with them about communicating out there, especially when the screens are coming. We can't give Steph an inch in those situations. I think it's fair to say we can expect to hear a lot of chatter out there tonight, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. These are his first free throws of the game.
Moses Moody, 2 shots.
And he makes a first. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. There's been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
That one misses. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Pass to Sengun. And Sengun throw it down.
I mean, this is why Van Vliet's teammates like playing with him, because he looks to set them up with his passing.
Outside Podziemski. Now here's Curry, guarded by Van Vliet. And it's Stephen Curry with the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Sengun. On the wing, Green. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's Curry. Outside Butler. Green with a screen on Thompson. Nice move. Nice D from Thompson. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Brooks. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Brooks has got 5 points.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Outside Moody. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's the break. And the basket by Van Vliet.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
The Warriors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Curry against Van Vliet. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. Pass to Butler. 6 to shoot. Green in the post. Working on Şengün. And it's Green missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Warriors trail by 5. Curry from deep three-point land. Thompson pulls it in. Van Vliet outside. Outside, Green. Here's the three. Drains the triple.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Curry. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the off-season, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does. There's no one that produces the way that he does either.
That one falls.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Now here's Green. He's got 5. And here's Van Vliet. Back to Green. Just 5 on the clock from the low block. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Green's got 7 points in the game.
This is where Green is most effective. He's got a great feel for scoring inside.
Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. Van Vliet against Curry to the paint. Outside for Butler. Launches it. The Rockets pull it in. Now here's Van Vliet. On the wing, Thompson. 4-3. Rebounded by Green. And it's Green with the ball for Golden State. 8-point game. And it's Butler with the jam.
On the attack, Jimmy Butler playing with that edge.
Houston has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Thompson scanning the floor. And it's hammered home by Green.
Come on, man. Green. Wow. The guard throwing down the alley-oop.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Now Moody. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Butler against Thompson. Green, a screen. Clock at 6. And it's hammered home by Green.
For all the things that Draymond does, when he gets dunks, it makes him even more excitable.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. And here are the Warriors now. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Podziemski with it, working on Green. Outside Moody. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Puts it up. The shot by Butler, no good. The Rockets lead by 8. Inside, here's Brooks. And that comes off the assist by Green. Brooks has got 7 points.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Outside, Green. Curry against Van Vliet. Thompson with a screen. Top of the key. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Outside Podziemski. Curry against Van Vliet. And the shot goes in. He's got 9.
Curry's so good at working the angles inside, just adapting to the situation.
Pass to Şengün. Tries the 9-footer. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Warriors trail by 6. The kick out, Curry. It's Podziemski on the wing. Green in the post, defended by Thompson, and it's Green missing.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And that one's good. Green.
Yeah, good shot. I mean, Green makes it look easy.
Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Fires the 3. The shot won't fall. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. They're leading by 8. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Outside for Brooks. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists now in this one.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Pass to Butler. Thompson pulls it in. Houston leading by 11. Van Vliet, the pass to Green. Back to Van Vliet.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Back to Green. And Houston, another 3.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Now here's Moody. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. Green, a screen. And it's Stephen Curry with the 3. Curry's got 12.
Well, the moment that ball went through on the other end, you could see Steph wanting the ball back, and of course he did it. That's the answer.
Thompson finds Van Vliet. Shoots over Curry. Van Vliet misses.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Pass to Butler. Tipped. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Steph with a great job there of just getting to the and one opportunity. The timing of his shot and knowing when the defense is coming at him to draw contact.
And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Smith, he's checked in for Thompson. Eason comes in for Brooks. Whitmore's checked in for Green. And Holiday subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. Payton's checked in for Moody. And Hield is subbed in for Podziemski. And that one falls for Curry.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
Now here's Holiday. Şengün, the screen. Down low. And Şengün, throw it down.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Curry. 15 points in the game. And the basket by Hield.
And these quick hitting plays are great for a quick set shooter. Hield scoring.
Now here's Whitmore. Guarded by Hield. And it's Whitmore missing. Warriors trail by 7. Curry with it. Kuminga finds Payton. There's a screen by Kuminga. Outside Payton. And here's Curry for 3. That shot is off. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for Houston. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Now, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Payton in at the three from 8 feet. Jackson-Davis misses. Houston leading by 7. Here's Whitmore. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Hield. Houston shooting their first free throws of the game.
Whitmore taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, you hear team execs say all the time, you're either selling wins or you're selling hope. How true is that, Brent?
Well, if you're an executive BA, just be right about whatever it is that you're selling. And you got to be realistic. I mean, fans are smart. They understand where your team is. Are you a playoff competitor? Are you young and growing? So that's hope. If you're going deep into the playoff run, you want the wins.
In addition to skill set, most rookies need to adjust physically to the NBA. Not Whitmore. He's got grown man strength.
Now here's Hield. Curry from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Man, oh man, that's just absurd range. He can pull it up and hit it from just about anywhere.
To the inside. Here's Şengün. An easy 2 on the layup. Şengün's got 6 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And here's Curry for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Curry against Holiday. Pass to Şengün. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Hield. No good. Eason with some nice D. Houston has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Outside Holiday. Back to Eason. Smith right side. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Şengün, no good. The Warriors have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Curry against Holiday. Curry, no good. Houston leading by 8. Smith passes to Şengün. Shoots over Curry. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Give him 8.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
Eason against Payton. Inside. Here's Curry. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Warriors trail by 8. On the wing, Curry. Kuminga against Smith. Kuminga, the pass to Curry. That won't go either for Curry. Houston leading by 8. Eason, the pass to Holiday. Now here's Şengün, covered by Jackson-Davis. And here's Şengün. Give him 8 points now. Here's Holiday. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Houston shooting their third free throw shot of the game. So for the Rockets, Thompson comes in for Smith, and Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Whitmore. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Hield.
One shot.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. They trail by 11. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. That shot off. The Rockets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Eason inside, defended by Podziemski. And there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds violation.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Whitmore's checked in for Houston.
Number 7, Cam Whitmore.
Warriors trail by 11. Now here's Curry. 20 points for him. To the middle. Kuminga soars in for the slam. Man, he makes it look easy.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Pass to Thompson. Back to Şengün. 5 to shoot. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Great activity defensively. Draymond Green keeping the arms moving, plugs up the passing lanes.
And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career.
Stephen Curry. That's their second personal. 3rd team foul.
You know, Grant and VanVleet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. VanVleet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
And the Rockets making a change here. Smith's checked in.
One shot.
VanVleet, no good on the free throw.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys. You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Now here's Podziemski. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Sengun's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Outside Eason. Pass to Thompson. Oh, stolen by Payton. Outside Podziemski. From downtown. Rebound by Van Vliet.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Count it. Van Vliet's got 4 points in the quarter.
He has such a creative finish. FVV in the open.
Warriors trail by 8. Outside Kuminga. Back to Curry. Let's go with a 3. Oh, Curry making it look effortless.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Pass to Sengun. And here is Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Curry passes to Green. Now Payton. Puts it up from 17. Good work there as it goes. Curry's got 25 points.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. 6 on the shot clock. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Van Vliet's got 10 points.
And clearly from mid-range, Van Vliet seems pretty comfortable. As long as he likes the angle, that's a shot he can make.
And here's Curry for 3. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Sengun, guarded by Payton. From in deep. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Curry surveys. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. And here's Curry for 3. That won't go either for Curry. Houston leading by 9. Van Vliet outside. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
And Green plays with tremendous edge on the defensive end of the floor.
He got a piece of it. Right side Eason. The 3 ball. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 9. Pass to Curry. 3-pointer. Oh, Curry. Just nasty from downtown.
And Curry's found his groove out there, and that's a scary thought.
For Houston, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Dylan Brooks checked in for Houston. Jalen Green comes in for Şengün.
Substitution on the board.
Van Vliet outside. Back to Smith. There's the triple. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game. Now here's Podziemski, guarded by Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Green. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. The Rockets lead by 9. Tries a 10-footer. Thompson, that's good. Thompson's gotten 4 this quarter.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Right side, Podziemski. Got it. Good job in the low post. Podziemski's got 5.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Thompson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Back to Van Vliet. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Butler. Back to Podziemski. Here's Hield. Smith with the rebound. Houston has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Pass to Van Vliet. Outside, Green. Van Vliet outside. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
And the defense is all over Van Vliet inside, but he sticks with it and wins a trip to the line for his efforts.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Van Vliet. Both free throws good from Van Vliet. 1:21 left to play in the second quarter. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Butler. Now here's Green. Green gets up and powers it down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Pass to Green. Three-pointer. Warriors with the rebound. Butler surveying the floor. Good work defensively by Brooks. Houston leading by 9. Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Brooks against Butler. On the wing, Green. He's got 14. Pass to Hield. Outside Butler. Over Smith. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Butler's got 6.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
And so it's Houston closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve Kerr here with us now. Coach, what do you want to see from this team in the second half?
Well, we got to make some stops and get a little traction in this game. I mean, we fell behind right away, and so let's make a push the first 4 or 5 minutes, get back in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Warriors trail by 7. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dylan Brooks is out there with Thompson, and it's Şengün in at the 5. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Van Vliet against Curry. That one goes in. Curry's got 30 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
The kick out to Van Vliet. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Green. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. It's a 5-point game. Back to Curry. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I gotta give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Curry gets the bucket. Here's Van Vliet. 12 points for him. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Outside for Green. Şengün, the screen for 3. And it's Green missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Curry against Van Vliet. Now Curry. 32 points in the game for him. Oh, a strong finish from Curry. Houston leading by 3. Green with the ball. 14 points for him. Curry against Van Vliet. Green for 3. Rebounded by Green. Golden State has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. The baseline J is off the mark.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
He buries it from 3.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
Curry against Van Vliet. Left side Butler. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Brent, there are only a handful of players in the league with the big game experience of Butler.
Yeah, and those big games, BA, are where he's had some of his best moments. It's been on several different teams as well. So the bigger the game gets, the bigger Jimmy Butler appears to show up.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, you think about Jimmy Butler. Great in the regular season, even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, extremely tough. I mean, he has grit and resilience, but tough-minded in the toughest moments, and that's where his teammates rely on him. Jimmy Butler shows up big come playoff time.
Butler hits them both.
Butler gives you so much toughness and determination. This guy can really impact what the culture of your team is all about.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. They've led by as many as 14. On the wing, Green. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. Thompson, a screen on Curry. To the inside. Butler with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's the 3. That's good from Curry. On the assist from Butler. Curry's got 9 points now in the second half. Houston in the lead. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Green. Şengün, the screen, the shot, and that one's good. Green's got 16 points now.
Using the pick there, Green saw the opening and let it fly.
Curry passes to Moody. Back to Curry. And a nice finish on the layup. Curry's got 39.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Van Vliet outside. Şengün, a screen on Curry. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. The Warriors have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Outside Podziemski. Curry from deep three-point land. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Oh, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
And when Van Vliet kicks it up a notch, get out of his way. Keep letting him do his thing.
Outside Butler. Elbow shot on the way. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 10 points for him.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Thompson outside. Three-pointer, no good. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Curry. Stephen Curry! What a shot maker!
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Houston making a change here. Eason's checked in, and Golden State also making a switch. Payton's checked in for Moody. Golden State on D. Here's Van Vliet. 18 points for him. Shot on the wing. Connects. The jumper drops. Van Vliet's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Butler goes at the rim.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler not going to back down in that situation, just inviting some contact.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Jimmy Butler, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Butler. And that's good as he hits both shots. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Şengün. Oh, Green with a block. To the middle. Butler double teamed. He takes it in. 6 to shoot, and Green comes to help. Butler finds Payton. Outside Podziemski for the lead. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Payton against Thompson. Pass to Eason. And here is Green. He's got 16. Nice execution inside from Green.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence.
Here's Curry. It's good from the top of the key. Curry's got 43 points.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, good whistle there.
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
That free throw good from Şengün. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Outside Butler. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Gotta hold firm or you're gonna get a call.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Green for 3. Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Curry against Van Vliet. Curry, a screen on Green. Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 15 feet away. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Curry's got 45 points.
Well, Steph's willing to hurt you from the mid-range. Look, if you're going to be that open, he's going to take the shot.
Down low. It's picked off. And the Warriors pushing it up now. The pull-up. The Rockets pull it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Green, the pass to Van Vliet. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Curry's got 47 points.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Now here's Green. He's got 21. Van Vliet outside. Oh, it's blocked by Green. It's 2-on-1. Here's Podziemski. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. And now a 3-point Warrior lead.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
Van Vliet with a screen on Payton. Thompson passes to Eason. Van Vliet outside. It's stolen by Curry. In transition, here come the Warriors. Ahead, Eason with a steal.
2 minutes in the quarter. 2 minutes.
Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Van Vliet with it. Now Podziemski defending. Van Vliet misses. The Warriors lead by 3. Here's Payton. And a miss there on the triple.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Şengün. Thompson outside. Offensive rebound. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Team foul.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
For your Rockets, Chicago, taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Şengün. So for the Rockets, Smith, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Van Vliet. Both free throws good from Şengün. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter of the game. And there's the lob. Şengün with a steal. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul. Team foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, how about the work they've done from the in-between area? They are making it rain, and the storm ain't over yet.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
He's off on the first. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Adams checked in for Houston. He hits the second from the line.
He's shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Hield passes to Butler. It's rebounded by Houston. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Green. Green. Back to Whitmore from the arc. The rebound by Payton. Golden State has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. That shot wide open. Hield's got 6 points.
Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there, just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
we've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Green. Houston with another miss. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Şengün, the screen, inside, deflects the pass. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Payton with it. He's picked up by Eason. Smith against Payton. Outside Holiday. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Hield.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level. Nice job by Hield there.
Eason against Kuminga. Eason, pass to Smith. Clock at 6. Pass to Holiday. Buries it down low.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Outside Hield. And here's Payton. Now here's Kuminga to the middle. Deflected. Outside Whitmore. Connects from downtown. And now a 3-point Houston lead.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Curry against Holiday. Pass to Payton. Up top, Jackson Davis. Kuminga finds Hield from behind the arc. And the 3-pointer goes.
Well, that's a guy you want to find, Buddy Hield, with the response from 3.
The Rockets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Screen by Eason. Here's Whitmore. Banked it in off the glass. Whitmore's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. 2-point game. Jackson Davis a screen. 4-3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Smith passes to Holiday. And here is Şengün. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his third foul so far. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Holiday. And Golden State also making a switch. Podziemski's checked in. VanVleet against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Here's Şengün. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Curry against VanVleet. Curry passes to Hield, puts up a 3. Can't get it to drop.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Three-pointer, VanVleet. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Up top, Curry. To the inside. Down low. Here's Podziemski. Good work defensively by Whitmore. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Eason, pass to VanVleet. Back to Eason. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. Warriors trail by 4. Now Podziemski. Pass to Curry. Fires from deep. Another bucket. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Outside Eason. Here's the pick. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Trayce Jackson Davis picks one up.
4th team foul. At the line for Houston, Eason. Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Eason. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. That one's no good.
He missed the chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
To tie it up. And the layup is good. And it's all knotted up.
Yeah, I know you want to focus on the shooting with Steph, but man, he's going to make plays too.
Pass to Şengün. Back to VanVleet. Şengün with it. Launches it. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes. VanVleet's got 6 assists in the game. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Houston has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. VanVleet on the wing, guarded by Hield. VanVleet against Hield. 6 to shoot. Smith outside. Off target from outside. The Warriors have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Curry goes in.
The aggressiveness on the drive there from Steph. He earns the foul thanks to how he sucks the defense in out of position and now to the free throw line.
For the Warriors, Stephen Curry, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Houston making some changes. Thompson comes in for Smith, and Green is subbed in for Whitmore. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. And so Curry nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Back to Van Vliet. Shot from 12. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Curry. And it's hammered home by Green.
And right now, Green's got the hot hand, and it would be wise to keep going to him.
The Warriors trailing. Hield with the ball to the paint. Draymond! Oh, such a force inside. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Thompson finds Şengün. Eason with the ball. Guarded by Hield. Here's Şengün. Van Vliet outside. Clock at 6. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Van Vliet's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Dillon Brooks checked in for Houston. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. Coach told them to adjust on defense, saying they're calling it tight right now. We can keep the same effort, but less reaching in and all that. Don't let them beat us at the line. Let's send it back to you, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Now Moody. 5 on the clock. Back to Curry. Now Butler. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Butler's got 11 points here in the second half.
And that's how you share the ball. They got what they wanted, and Butler put the finishing touches on it.
Pass to Thompson. Outside, Green from deep. Counted from distance. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you can tell Green has a good feel for his game. He knows how to find his shots.
Curry passes to Moody. Van Vliet against Curry. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. Down low. And it's hammered home by Green.
With all eyes on Steph when he has the ball, his teammates find openings, and he finds them.
Curry against Van Vliet. Pass to Green. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. They lead by 1. Ooh, JB, look out.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
Houston has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. On the wing, Green. Şengün with it. Pass to Brooks. The 3. The Warriors pull it in. Podziemski's got 4 rebounds now. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Here's the teardrop. Oh, connects again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Over Green. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Şengün's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Curry against Van Vliet. Outside Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Curry, a screen on Green. Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Here's Van Vliet. Outside for Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Here's Green. Misses from short range. The Warriors lead by 5. To the inside.
The pump fake can still be used. This just in. And Butler with a great up fake to keep the defense off balance.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Houston has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Outside, Green. Thompson with a screen. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
And yep, it's good. Podziemski's got 6 here in the quarter.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
Here's Van Vliet. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And that kind of contact isn't going to stop Van Vliet, showing some muscle finishing on the defense.
Personal 15 foul. At the line for 1. Fred Van Vliet.
That free throw good from Van Vliet. Here's Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Green with a screen on Green. Podziemski with it. Now Thompson defending. And here's Green from the arc. Thompson pulls it in.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
And that's an intentional foul.
Harper Shinwood. Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Warriors. Stephen Curry.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
Timeout called, Houston. 26 seconds left in the 4th. Two-second difference between shot and game clock. Brooks the pass to Green. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. They get it back. Fires the 3. Oh, he nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie. Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
At the line for the Warriors. Podziemski. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Houston. 15 seconds left in the game. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, act fast, but without mistakes.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. The Warriors pull it in. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
Shooting for Golden State. Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And that one's good. Thompson. And so it's Golden State winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment, but they stood tall and got the win.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Stephen, a slow start. Did something feel different for you in the second half?
No, just made some shots. It's really the best explanation I got for you. We got challenged at halftime in terms of getting a little edge around what we were trying to accomplish tonight. It took us a while to really gain momentum in this game.
Well, the adjustments paid off. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. And we present the player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Alrighty, y'all, that's game, man. That was actually that was a good ass game. That's a hell of a game. Kept me at my edge of my seat, man. Start to finish, I thought the Rockets were gonna pull this off tonight, but hey, simulation. Looks like the Warriors came back and pulled it off. So yeah, so check it out tonight's game. See who pulls it off. You know, I know it's gonna be a good one. So stay tuned and all right, y'all. Subscribe, follow YouTube or Twitch. I appreciate it. I appreciate it and I appreciate y'all. And I'll be back soon enough, y'all. Deuces, Millie Money, out. Have a great one, y'all.